Good evening, and welcome to Explanation Please. I'm Sean Eaglin, my wife Katrina Eaglin. We got Todd the Great, as he calls himself.
Damn right I am.
And Genzel the Beautiful.
Hello, everyone.
And we are Explanation Please.
Yes, we are.
So today, y'all, hot topics that are out, something that we're going to sit and speak about today. We're going to spend a little time talking about the situation with the young man, Carmelo Anthony, and the whole bullying, as well as, is it okay to have healthy conversation on social media without going there? Because you see a lot of people go there on social media. Instead of just having a healthy conversation, it gets real disrespectful, and can we just model what it looks like to have grown-up conversation and use positive conflict resolution when we don't agree?
Well, people like to use their freedom of speech. They take advantage
And
of
that
it.
doesn't need
I feel like people take advantage of the freedom of speech, and they don't have a voice anywhere else, so they use
that
social
platform.
media, bully, because that's a form of bullying on social media,
Definitely.
to force people to go to think how you think, and that's not how the world goes. That's not how it goes, and it's not right. Why we can't have a basic conversation, dialogue? Your opinion matters, mine's matter, everybody matters, and so, but some people do, they just take it too far.
Have conversation based on facts.
Yeah. But it's really no facts in that particular, because that's a fact of the law, so really it's a lot of opinions. The facts are gonna be in court. That's what the facts
No,
are
we're just
gonna
talking
be.
about overall. When I
Yeah.
say the facts, we're talking about if we have a conversation about something, I can tell you from my view, my facts, what I
Right.
live.
Yeah.
And you tell me from your facts, what
Yeah.
you live. And then we just sit up and have a dialogue, because how can I judge what you've been through if I never been in your shoes?
That's true.
You know
Or
what I
seen
mean?
what you seen.
Yeah.
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 Because I'm gonna tell you, that's what sparks the conversation when somebody's trying to get somebody else to see
Yeah.
their point.
Yep.
And hey man, from where I'm standing, this is what I see, this is how I think, this is what I feel. It starts off, I'm certain the temp is to be healthy.
Yeah.
And then you go always have somebody that's gonna spiral off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's destined to happen because everybody got something to say about everything these days. Everybody think that what they say is the
It's
shit.
right.
It's law.
That's
It's
right.
law.
You think it's law.
It's law.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Until they base it against me. And then they see how poorly they fare out against me. Don't you agree to that?
This arrogant.
Almost every time, these people fail miserably.
Against
When they
you?
try- Against me. You know what I mean?
So you are our great debater.
Well, I'm just a king, period. I'm good at
Hey,
everything I do. You know
remember
what
we
I'm saying? I
talked
rule,
about this.
period. And I'm just bullshitting, but no, I think that's really what the deal is. People try to be so opinionated and think that they know the truth on everything,
That's what
which
they do.
everybody do have
Because it's
something
like
to say.
what
I get it.
Sean said, it's based on what their experiences were. So you can talk to me all day about what you went through. If I didn't go through it, I can't relate.
Right.
So I'm
Yeah.
trying to tell you what's relatable to me.
Yeah.
So that's where the great debate come in.
Yeah.
And it's sad that it leads to a point where instead of respecting each other's growth or how they live, that everybody just like getting into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when you get to the point where you have to belittle somebody
Yeah.
to get your point across,
Yeah.
or call anybody out of their name for
Yeah.
any reason.
For any reason.
For any reason. I don't care. If you don't agree with a person, say that, don't mean you have to call them out of their name. But it
They
happens.
calling people idiots and all of that.
Yeah, but I think
it
everybody's so sensitive these days. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Everybody, come on, man.
But we
all
grown too. You gonna
We
watch
grown.
how you handle us.
Yeah, but
To
goddamn,
a certain point, just remove yourself from the room.
if
That's
you
what we're gonna
ignorant
have to do.
or you silly, then somebody tell you ignorant. Silly. That's just what needs to happen. I enjoy telling people that they're ignorant and they're silly. I really do. I like calling people names and shit myself personally. Do you?
I do not.
Do you like when people call you and say things to you
Yeah,
that they believe that's true?
sure.
Because that's ignorant.
Especially when you act real idiotic sometimes.
Because that's ignorant.
Absolutely.
and
Most of the
silly.
time.
Absolutely, I
Nah,
do.
but
nah,
you know, just having a level of respect for one another
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
we have healthy conversation, because there's gonna always be a right side and a left side. We don't all agree on everything, and we all have different beliefs. So a person that's never been in a courtroom, how can you speak about what's going on in the courtroom? Have you ever been in front of the judge getting ready to get sentenced? You don't know what the mindset of a person is in this arena unless you've been there.
Okay, so let me try to put this in the scope so I can make sure that I'm following on what you're saying. So you're saying that somebody voiced an opinion over somebody else's business, and they, unless they've been in them shoes, that they cannot speak clearly about it. Is that what we're arguing about? Well,
That's what's going on in the world.
Because
today.
that's what's going on in the world that we live in now. You know, you see a lot of people speaking on things that they've never been through. They've never had any involvement with.
Like our president, he can't relate.
You know, so you're trying to
certain
give
things.
insight on things that you don't know anything about. You know, that goes on a lot on social media.
yeah, I mean, yeah, social media, it's just a dumping ground for opinions. That's all it is. That's what people go on it to do. You know what I'm saying? To stir the pot. That's just what it is. I mean, sometimes if you're a wise person, you a factual, fact-based person, then you will speak fact. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna do it. But I mean, we can't. I don't think we can control what other people.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no,
nah.
you can't control it. Just bringing
At all.
awareness that sometimes some stuff is better left unsaid. Because you see some things on there. I see some things sometimes. I'll just scroll past. it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what, man?
That's definitely me.
Yeah.
You can give whatever you want to this conversation, but you already see where it's at.
Where
You
it's
kind
at,
of just like,
where
man,
it's
you know
going.
what? Ain't no
Because
sense
you
in
already
me.
know if you come in, it's going to escalate.
Yep.
If
Yeah.
they going to say something, you're going to be like, no, that's really,
Yeah.
you know, and it's going to get bigger than what it is.
This is a thing. This is one thing our pastor say. He say one thing he know that word. He studies the word. But he say when on social media, he say he used to get, rad up behind it. We was like, no, why? I know what I know. You think you know what you know, and you just let that be. This not what it is. What you think it is not what it is. But okay, you can't argue with people who think they know what it is.
Because with this kid, Carmelo Anthony, nobody truly knows, other than the people that were there,
Yeah,
what went on.
and him.
And him. We can speculate all day long, and we can all have our opinion of what we think happened. But what actually happened, we'll never know.
Yeah.
We won't. You know what I mean? Unless it's a videotape out there that shows and it recorded what was said and what went on.
Well, clearly, it was enough evidence, a substantial amount to get a conviction out of the deal for him. So somebody knows. I mean, I don't know what I didn't review the. I didn't see
But
the
what
trial
happened
thing.
was, it was a altercation where supposedly he sat up under a tent at a track meet. Say it was raining or whatever. He sat down to get covering. The opposing team, it was another school tent that he sat up under. The guy approached him, and then I guess he almost, I don't know if he threatened him or what, but he approached him in an aggressive manner.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. He approached him in an aggressive manner. The kid retaliated by stabbing. He stabbed him and ran off.
Oh, so it popped off right there. I thought they had some ongoing beef or something.
No.
Like that. Yeah, okay.
I heard they had an
thought they had
ongoing
been- yeah,
situation
some
too,
shit's supposed to
where
already been-
it,
The way
leading up to it, like he was always
that's why he brought the
aggressive
knife, 'cause
towards
dude
him, and
was
that's
already-
because I thought they didn't even go to school together. I thought they were two different schools.
Well, I don't even know how the school thing went, but I heard that he was always aggressive with him. They was going back and forth.
So you see, just
So
like
I
that,
did-
it's
It's
so,
so
many,
many
different
different
stories.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
That's what I heard today.
See what I'm saying?
That's
It-
why he brought the knife and shit. So
It's so many different stories out there. So
So
it's like,
bottom line, these conversations with your kids need to be had.
Yeah.
So to find out, like, where their thoughts at. How was your day today?
Yeah.
What happened? Is there
What happened?
anything that happened differently?
Mm-hmm.
So it definitely need to be discussed.
Yeah.
Because not just on the aggressor part, but the victim as well.
Yes.
Like, these are two lives that two families that has been totally
destroyed. That's right.
been
Yeah.
changed. So where did this conversation start?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so do you feel as parents today, because we work so much and the presence of social media and other things, devices, all these devices are raising these kids, do you feel like that had a lot to do with the signs that maybe weren't received by his parents? They
Of
didn't see what
course.
was going on
On
with
both
Definitely.
sides.
on
could
both
be.
sides. On
Yes,
both sides.
of course. And
Because-
then with them kids being in sports, they get out of school.
Yeah.
So they got this additional time where they're in practice and things of the sort. So time by the time some of these kids get home, it's dark already.
Mm-hmm.
So their time doesn't present itself that you can have that conversation. So I'm thinking it's lacking a lot of,
Yeah.
conversation. We used to have the kids, this before all the cell phones. We would sit down at the table. We don't do that anymore. At dinner time, we have conversations, asking them how their day was, and where their mindset
Yeah.
is at. And
Try to bring it out.
They're
Make
in the
them feel
room having
comfortable
conversation
enough.
and you
Yeah.
listening in, try to find out what's going on. We all in their
Hey.
business.
Yeah.
We're not all in their business
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I find that to be true because I know, like, with my grandson, I was just telling his dad yesterday, and I was telling Trina, I don't like the fact that he on that phone, to the degree to where it's an addiction.
Yeah.
And I have to tell him, hey, man, give me that phone.
Yeah, take a break.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't need to be on that because I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But you don't need to be doing just that. That doesn't need to be the center of your world.
Yeah.
Like, it got bad. Yeah, he spent the night with us the other night. And he fell asleep.
You gotta take the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I took the phone, plugged the phone up in our room.
In our room.
He couldn't find that
By
phone.
3 a.m, I hear something. I jumped up and, I grabbed him, you know what I'm saying? Because he right there next to the bed. And I'm saying, man, you don't need that phone. I snatched him up and took him back in there and laid him down, But in that moment, my thoughts were, man, my grandson addicted to this phone.
My
man.
grandson as well.
Everybody is shit. I live with a phone addict too.
Yeah.
I live with a phone junkie. This nigga 57 goddamn years old. Yeah, it's just I think it's just the date and the time that we live, man. Everybody just kind of do their own thing. I was somewhere the other day, I'm trying to think, I think I stopped to get something to eat. I just noticed there was no interaction. Everybody just had their
Everybody
face
on their
buried in
phone.
the
Yeah.
phone. I mean, you could hear pin drop. I'm thinking it's right down here at this Caribbean jerk joint or whatever. And it just everybody just on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn, I remember a time when you'd walk in the spot and everybody was talking. You know what I'm saying? Everybody bullshitting and getting, you don't hear no much. Just everybody just kind of got their face buried in the phone.
Yeah.
Like, God
It messes
damn.
with a lot. Your situation awareness, like, it puts your guards down.
That's
Like, you don't
definitely
even know, like,
fact.
you can get caught off guard. It's all kind of things can happen with these devices, like we are easily distracted by them. So of course our children going to be distracted by them. Us as adults are distracted by them, like even, driving, just think about it. Just realistic. If you sit back and you think, how many times I'm driving do I touch my phone? And how necessary is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, realistically. And so, if we doing it in adults and we know better, well, kids, they do what we see, what they see. And I'm gonna have a real moment. Darian checked me. She was in the car. I picked her up. I was at the light, and I picked the phone up. And I was looking this up. I was expecting the email. It was busy. It was important. And she told me, she said, Granny, you need to drive. You need to put your phone down and you need to drive. And I looked at her. I wanted to get smart with her. Like, who you talking to? And I put it down. And then when I got to the next line of the pitch, she said, Granny, you're not supposed to have your phone. You're supposed to be driving. And for me, I had to receive it in that moment.
Out of the mouth of babes.
Out of the mouths of babes.
So-
Out of the mouths of babes. And that change, I say, you know what? Thank you, Lord, because I took that as a warning before destruction. You know what I'm saying? Because all it takes is 1 second for me to not see something or miss something, a car. You got to drive for everybody, And so I said, thank you, Lord, because that email wasn't that important. the life of my grandchild back there, sitting back there,
So
because
how
I'm
do
here
we
to
get to that
protect
point?
her.
How do we get to that point where we can reel these kids in so that we can pay attention to what's going on in their lives? What is
We
it
just
that
got to
we
go
can
back. Just got communication.
Yeah,
You need communication throughout your entire life.
do?
yeah.
Right.
So that's not something that needs to stop. So we just need to go back and have a real live conversation with them and make it often, even if you have to schedule it once a week in your phone to find out what's going on.
Yeah.
So,
I agree,
So
for
you
sure.
saying that you feel like some sort of way this incident with this guy, Camelo, whatever, was a result of his parents not being informed of what he had going on in school?
I think some to that point, because if we actively have a conversation, me and my kids, and we discuss these things, then we try to find a resolution. If that's what's happening, let's go to the school. Let's go to the counseling. All this, if I feel like had they taken these steps, if you had been bullied, these would be records. So when you did go to court,
Or something
put
happened.
the papers out
Yeah.
there. On January the 1st, he came to my office and he said he did this.
Yeah, it's
On
evidence
February
of
the
some sort.
2nd, they did this. I have this track record to say that this person
been going
is
through this.
constantly bullying. Just like when you file, what is it? Not trespassing, like, what is that when you don't want anybody around you?
A restraining order.
Restraining order. You do that for a purpose because you don't want that person around. So if that person goes against that restraining order and you do something
It's
to them, you're
documented.
You
protected.
protect
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's steps to this. Like if
Yeah.
you, have these conversations with your kids. Not saying it won't happen.
Yeah.
But at least you know the knowing.
Yeah.
And you can try to do something to prevent it.
And the thing is making sure that your children are comfortable enough. Your children have to feel safe and know, like, I can talk to my parents.
You gotta
about
build
this.
that relationship.
If they can't talk to you, make sure they can talk to somebody.
You talking about being
Because
bullied?
that pressure is a
We're
lot.
talking about bullying, but everything. Just bonding, just having a relationship
Yeah.
with your child so your child can feel comfortable coming to you
Yeah.
about everything. So you can discuss bullying. So you can discuss life in general.
Anything, yeah.
So what do you feel about that bullying, Tor? I see.
I
the
mean,
rails in
because
your mind.
I was just trying to, I was just, pondering a little bit about the whole bullying thing. I mean, because I come
Because
from
kids grow up and they do that. We understand that.
yeah, they do. I'm just kind of, just kind of an odd thing for me because I come from an era where everybody done that. That was normal. Everybody kind of got picked on a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And you learn how to fight back. You didn't go tell. I mean, we didn't have to have no track room. My mom wasn't coming up there too many times. I was told, God damn it, they hit you, you hit them back.
Yeah.
And that sums it up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're looking at the climate of the world today and how different it is. You know what I'm saying? It really is. I look at a lot of shit on social media and the news and everything, and seriously, guys, a lot of it I'm taken aback by because some of these issues was not. It was a run of the mill thing for us. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
you just knocked the shit out of them. It was very simple. An ass whooping. Stop.
One.
That was it. One good ass whooping. Now
One.
this shit stop. You didn't. This wasn't go ongoing thing, and we didn't have to do all this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When nobody's slinging knives and guns, it's just I don't know. I just look at the whole thing differently. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have a lot of racial shit. You know what I'm saying? Our schools were all primarily black. I mean, we didn't. You know, if we had a white kid, it was Ann and Norman.
And
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And they were
They
safe
was cool.
with us.
Yeah, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It was cool and shit, you know what I'm saying? But now, as far as bullying and all that type of shit and making a safe space, my kids, hell, by the time they tell me the story, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got their ass whooped. That's it. You know what I'm saying? By the time
Yeah.
I get home, I was your day. I whooped some dude's ass. And, okay, great.
But you had the one thing that you said is like we in a different time.
Yeah, very much so.
Totally different time.
So you got to handle things differently.
Well, yeah, I mean, but my kid's older than me. I mean, I asked about
But
my
you got
grandkids and shit.
grandkids.
Yeah. So my grandson's he's a very quiet, odd child. You know what I mean?
But-
But see,
See,
that's what you got to watch out for because me looking at Carmelo Anthony, I see a
Quiet,
kid
out the
that's
way.
he out the way. He ain't have don't seem like he had a crew or a circle. He was by himself. Just think about it. Whenever we was playing sports or doing anything, we go somewhere and there's other schools. Man, we're gonna be a clique of us
together.
moving around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be solo by yourself to the point where somebody gonna be able to get at you.
I don't know. I don't even, that's odd. That's a hell of a point because I don't know who was the odd dude around us.
You see what I mean?
I don't remember none. It was always a 10,000.
It was
Yeah.
always. It was
Whatever,
always
jerk.
a group of us moving. So just me and Bug had this conversation. So
Swear to
just
God, I remember that.
looking at Carmelo and his situation, he was by himself. It was never like, hey man, Carmelo got into it and all these other people from his school came and it was
Had
just
his
him by
back.
himself. Like
Yeah.
he stabbed him and he ran off.
I saw when he first came in the station. I don't think
He not no killer,
that
bro.
was one of them defensive stats. That
Yeah,
was like he just
yeah,
like did
that's
some
it.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. So
He wasn't
he
trying.
stabbed him and ran. It was more like, get off of me.
Yeah,
Let me get away.
He wasn't not a killer. That wasn't no.
Yeah.
He didn't stand over him and butch him.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? This kid, if you look at this kid in his face, I know killers. I done seen them. I know what they are. That he wasn't that kid,
Yeah.
man.
And it's hard because most forensic pathologists and shit like that and crime scene investigators and shit, they can study, you know what I'm saying? They look at the wounds and what happens to people. They can tell the amount of malice that you have, you know what I'm saying? And what happened, how the force it takes, all that type of shit. And then you can see some accidental shit because I saw when they was talking to him in the office and he told him that the guy died. He just freaked out like, what? You know what I'm saying? He thought he just like stabbed him to get him back off.
Get him up off
him.
him.
Like he was,
Yeah.
so it was the intent, you know what I'm saying, wasn't even there. So I don't know. I think a good defense attorney
That's it.
should have been able to pick that apart and look at the way and just look at the crime scene. Look at it. It wasn't malice intent. There's really no real malice in this because it's a one-time stab. He just happened to hit, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
the dude, you know. So I don't know how they. I don't know. That's why I say that them goddamn court appointments, man, they suck, you know. Because hell, I could have probably done a better job than that shit. You know what I mean? I mean, 35. That's quite a. I mean, that's not bad for a murder, but goddamn, you know what I'm saying? He really could have got self-defense.
When you compare it to other offenses that were similar to what he did, he got 35. You got other people that got 10.
That
You
was
know,
actually
it's like he got the high side.
Yeah, that was one of them.
Or what
that
went
was
on.
Some bullshit. I mean, he could have got. They could have probated him on that. To be honest with you, just a long ass probation, some counseling and shit like that. Because the dude not a killer. You know what I'm
He
saying?
not a killer, bro.
He didn't.
He didn't do that with the intent to kill that kid. I wholeheartedly believe that he did it
Yeah.
to get him up
and
off
that's
of
why
him.
he
How
has-
old was
that's
he?
why
Did
he
he
has so
turn
much-
like
Man,
18
leave
or
me
17
alone.
or something like that, like during the
He was a
trial?
kid or
or-
something.
Yeah,
like
he was a
17,
kid.
18 years old.
and they upgraded him to
Charged
adult?
him as an adult.
But a lot of people do believe in him. That's why he have a lot of support.
Yeah, they probably gonna appeal and bring it back and try to knock the number down. I would like to see that happen. You know.
Yeah. They're gonna
It's
appeal.
gonna
I
be
think
a
they're gonna
story.
win it in appeals. I believe they'll
Yeah,
win it
they
then.
just
They just didn't
not
feel like
showing
they had a.
all they
It was
cards.
almost like when we was in Beaumont in that Golden Triangle area.
Oh yeah.
You ain't got a chance in them courts, you know.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, we don't have a chance here. Man, we got a better chance in appeals.
Yeah, but again, that's the appeal process it takes years to do, and that's a hell of a dice roll. I don't see that being in. I just I can't really say that. That's not a hell of a strategy. That's a losing strategy because what you should have did was put all the funds up, brought in an outside attorney, one that's not going to play ball with them, that's going to watch everything they do and mark everything that's wrong, any signs of favoritism, anything done wrong. Because you go to get outside,
first
you
time.
get somebody. Hell yeah, you give it all you got.
They had the
goddammit.
money.
No,
You
I
got-
believe
yeah.
they played from the outside. They
No.
got some. Trust me.
When you send your listen, if I'm in the area,
that's a
if
baby,
I'm in
too. I
if
wouldn't
I'm
want him to go
in
in
Sealsby somewhere, and there's a hole, and everybody over there click tight, man, send me some heat from Houston, and we finna bust this shit. I don't want to talk to none of the people down there. I'm not taking no homegrown ass lawyer down here because they y'all cool. Send me a Rusty Harden, goddammit, somebody that's gonna sit here that knows how to properly defend me. So when anybody, any prosecutorial misconduct, anything that hasn't been put in the files or hadn't been listed and exhibited, you know what I'm saying, in my favor, that lawyer gonna do it because he got here high dollar. He, you know what I'm saying, his reputation on line. He want to go down there and win. I don't need no bullshit. This is not the time to bullshit because appeal process take it in 5, 10 years. You know what I'm saying? That's a hell of a goddamn hell. Yeah, you don't
And then
go
so
right
he
back
gonna
in
be
court.
in there for a
Yeah,
very
appeal
long
process
time.
take a while.
You goddamn right. So you gonna blow 5 years? No, man, hell no. Y'all, they should have brought I'd have brought the heat the first time. Goddamn, I got $700,000 y'all to get my boy out of it. I got $650 on the table. Who can walk him? That's what I'm finna do. I don't want him in jail. God damn it, get him out. You know
They
what I'm
got
saying?
even more now.
I would, well, goddamn, put it all meal ticket, whatever. Hey man, I'm gonna get
Yeah,
the
now they
best
got they like right
Any
now.
more
They,
what money?
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, because
Yeah.
I think Deion Sanders.
Yeah,
I read what
everybody,
he
50
Cent,
donated.
Cardi B.
Deion
Yeah.
put up like 200 or 250.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they
50 and put up some money.
yeah.
It's some money behind
okay.
now.
Right, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel like he gonna be all right.
I
Yeah.
haven't been following it.
Yeah, I feel like he gonna be all right.
And if you got, when you got that kind of money, the attorneys that you got that
Yeah.
appeal attorneys shit
They
like that,
finna
they
come.
they
That's
they
what
go
I'm
in
telling
there
you,
under
Todd.
pressure.
This not gonna be no regular appeal.
Yeah, they gonna
Nah,
lay
man,
down.
them boy finna go out there. His appeal lawyer, you probably finna have $1 million lawyers up there, bro. Because if he already had 700, Deion gave 200, 50 gave whatever he gave. I done heard so many
Cardi
people
B,
that
all of 'em. Yeah,
Cardi
they
B, everybody.
putting it in.
He got enough money behind him right now.
Yeah,
He not finna have no regular appeal
yeah,
lawyer.
he can get some
They gonna
action.
rush this thing.
What I think happened, what I think possibly happened, was they probably didn't think that they needed that much because
He was
it was damn near accidental stabbing.
Mm-hmm.
So it really was what they call criminal negligence homicide, or some
Mm-hmm.
shit like that, or manslaughter. You know what I'm saying? So the attorney might have been telling him, he was under the thought process, hey man, you just a kid. Because I remember the dude did a interview. He's like, man, this is a kid. He's 17 years old. I can tell you when I told him that the other young man passed, he freaked out. He's not a killer. You know, he was just
Not a killer.
trying to, so that court appointed attorney was kind of was really trying.
Yeah.
If that's the guy that I saw on the interview. So I'm thinking he went in there under the just thinking that, man, I'll be able to get him something. You know what I'm saying? Pretty
Yeah.
cool or whatever. It ain't gonna be that bad. Not knowing them motherfuckers like, shit, we're gonna roast your ass.
Because if you looked at what he did compared to other people who committed that same type of crime, man, they was 5 years, 10 years, probate, across the board.
Yeah.
But for some odd reason,
Do you think it's because he actually brought the
got
knife
him
to the
35.
place?
part of.
I mean,
Because the question was, why did you have a knife at track meet? That was the question. But like we say, he been going through things, been bullied, like
and you get to the point where you say, hey man, next person that try me, next person
I'ma
that do
get you
something
off
to
of
me,
me.
I'm going to get you up off of me.
Because
That's
be
what it
leaning
look
on
like.
me.
Baby boy probably couldn't fight. He's scared. He know he can't fight. He's like, I'm not finna get my
Yeah.
ass whooped today. So I'm
Not
gonna bring
today.
something to help.
It's raining too, boy. You better leave me
Look,
alone.
man, we done talked about it before, man. Prey will become predator after so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
That is true.
It's just what it is. You not finna keep preying on me every time we go somewhere, every time we do something, and I'm not going to lash back out at
Yeah.
you. It's gonna be a point. With Carmelo, he probably was like, look, man, I'm tired. I just want to protect myself.
Yeah.
I'm bringing this here, man, just
Just
in case. And just in case ended up happening.
That's crazy, man. That's some wild shit though. When I think about it, you know what I'm saying? He's sitting back thinking like you said, shit, one more goddamn time. That boy said,
One more
goddamn time. I'm
I
gonna
mean,
cut
we all
me or
been in a
something.
situation where we're like
Yeah.
one more time or
gonna
for
cut me or
something.
something.
Yeah.
Or another, not necessarily
the-
fighting, but one more time. And
But the thing about it is, that's a situation like that. Just think about people cyberbullied. People get bullied at work. People get bullied. Like, just think about adults. I see it even at work. Like, you see people that are just not, you feel like they don't belong, and people treat them differently. People, I'm in the airport and I see all kind of people, and people, be looking different, but they are human. They are God's
You
children.
mean like ugly people and fat people and stuff like that? Very
What?
unattractive people.
They can be strange. It doesn't matter.
weirdos, goofies.
Anything. Yeah, but they're people, and they deserve the same amount of respect
Respect that
and
everyone
grace
else.
and, and I see people avoid them. They try to ask for help or, and people push them off, showing them, why not help them? They trying to get to their gate. They don't deserve to miss their flight because they're different, It's just so many different people just are cruel.
That's true.
I don't know,
People are
maybe.
cruel.
I don't know. It's just,
And that's something that needs to stop, because one thing this is what I do. I say, what if that was my family member? Or, like my grandchild or my, that's different.
You just gonna have to just continue to be who you are. Even if you just that one person, that one caring person. Just continue to be who you are,
You're right. But what I'm saying is to the people that do things like that, treat people the way you would want somebody to
Well,
treat.
we would like for them
treat
to,
them
but
if that was your
that goes
Yeah,
back
yeah,
to
yeah.
upbringing and things of that sort. How they was raised. It goes back to our first initial conversation in reference to how people was raised and how they choose to live their lives.
Yeah.
So we can only be an example, only be a light, and hopefully it sheds some sort of sunshine in somebody else's life, and they recognize this is a good thing to do. Let me adapt that.
You're right.
You know?
You're right. And we kind of talked on this a little bit before we started though. Me being the girl, I was the Christian girl in school, and everybody knew it. I was cool and everything. I was cool, but I was the one of the church girls, and I felt like my kindness a lot was taken from weakness, and I felt like a lot of people a few people probably thought that they could push my buttons and, get away with it or whatever. And it took my junior year on that bus, Mr. Foster bus, coming home. I had enough. Like it wasn't too much more you was gonna be able to say to me. It wasn't too many more bumps you was gonna bump me. And it took that one ass whooping.
hey, man.
And man, my respect changed. Do you
But that's a
understand me?
good
Let me tell you
thing
something.
that happened for you, but
Listen,
that didn't
I
happen
roast
for
her from the
Carmelo.
front of the bus
where he
to the
got
back
that-
of the bus.
He got that
And
one
Mr.
time too. And,
Yeah.
and that's the thing is, like, you was lucky to whoop her ass and it stopped at that.
Yeah.
Nothing happened to the girl.
Right.
She didn't hit her head and
Yeah.
pass out. Cause then
And she wanted to be
everything-
my friend after
look,
that, too.
everything
Goddamn
would
right.
have been different for
Yeah.
that. Carmelo, one time, he got tired.
Yeah.
And decided he was going to stay up and the person died. So his whole life changed.
Yeah.
So, it is how you handle the
But,
situation.
but there's still a victory in that for him anyway.
It's a victory for her
because-
as well.
Because
Yeah.
from now on, God damn it,
You gonna keep his hands to
I
yourself?
bet you nobody heard no fuck Carmelo.
Oh, everybody-
I bet you he's unfuckable right now. Ain't too many people finna be bothering that boy. They gonna because he will get into the shit out your ass. He gonna be on a Gensu commercial. I'm telling you.
He's stupid.
And he
No,
got
I'm
people
just saying,
standing
but
behind
it's-
him.
But
Here's the thing, here's the
On
thing.
business.
Here's the deal for him. Anytime you you know what I'm saying, when you do get to that point, man, you whoop somebody's ass. I mean, sometimes you ain't again. He wasn't trying to kill a dude, but he meant to put something on his ass. Not
Yeah.
just say the dude wouldn't die. He just would have cut him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It didn't mission accomplished.
Yeah.
So I blame the guy for dying. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Carmelo fault. You know what I mean? He just shouldn't have died. You know what I'm saying?
He just should have took his lick. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, hell, I'd have knocked shit out of people before. I mean, but you have to stand your ground at a certain age. And he's
Yeah.
a young black boy. And I mean, that just happened. That's across the board, across the world. Even the people in the airport that you're talking about. Man, you got a right to make people leave you alone. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to choose to do it. I don't have to. You can play with me all you want, and when I get tired,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you stop.
Yeah.
You gonna stop by choice by force.
Yeah.
And I think that more people need to have that attitude.
Yeah.
All that being scared. I went to church and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, God,
Mm-hmm.
I know God pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Pretty good. But that don't stop me from
Yeah.
being, you know what I'm saying? I live here on earth. Well, to get the goddamn fools in.
Yeah.
So I need God every now and again. Hey man, look here. Either you gonna deal with this nigga's ass or I'm gonna deal with it.
Yeah.
So, that's just how they go. So I'm not.
I believe in that.
I think
all day, every day, baby. I'm a Peter.
Spatter rod, spar the nigga.
That's right. It's only so many licks I'm gonna take.
Shit, spatter rod,
but-
spar.
Yeah.
okay.
And on the other end, like, I feel like the aggressive, what was his name? His parents should have had a conversation with him as well.
No.
Leave people alone. You
Yeah,
can't
no.
just
Yeah.
go around jumping on people and treating people
Yeah.
bad and expect, life. This guy had to have a spirit of arrogance.
Get from under our tent
You know,
of something. Yeah.
this not this one time he showed You know, like, this is the type of person I am.
Yeah.
You knew that this is your child. You
Yeah.
know how he acts. Everybody know their kids pretty much, you know? So why y'all didn't have a conversation and be like, you can't do this. You can't be this person.
Who's to say that they didn't? I mean, them kids,
they
when
probably
kids out of your
did,
face.
but my thing is, have that conversation.
I mean, they did.
Everybody need to have a conversation, period, so that we can keep, we could try to keep people from killing people and people from being killed.
We live in we live in a more weaponized world now. You know, hand-to-hand combat is
Yeah.
not what's on the table.
Yeah.
You know, if you look around the world, man, since I'm gonna say early '90s, you know what I'm saying, the gunplay really got out of hand. Gunplay became the thing to do. So you don't have that many people that's willing to fight. Like, look,
Yeah.
man, 'cause at least after a fight, you can go home. You go home. Either you won or you lost.
You
You know what I'm saying? And if you want to win that bad, you'll go back again the next day,
Yeah.
and you're gonna keep fighting until you win or you get tired of losing.
Yeah.
You know,
But again,
one
that
of the
was,
two.
that was just the
That was just the way- that was the time that we
was.
grew up.
Now
Yeah.
this is as normal to them as shit was to us when we was kids.
Exactly.
It's
so that's
normal.
that's what I'm saying, bro.
It's a
So
whole
it's
new
the
norm.
time
It's
that we
crazy.
live in now is not I ain't gonna say in his defense, but in his mindset, I gotta protect myself. If we're not promoting,
Because I'm not fighting
hand-
now. You're not finna scratch me, not finna pull my hair out, none of that.
Exactly.
I'll file charges. Look, I'll start with that because I'm grown. I'm at this big age, I'm going to go put the courts in your life because
Yeah.
it's harder for you to get out of that than anything. But other than that, I'm going to shoot you.
Well, if I
Yeah,
saw
that's
you
what I
was
fight-
saying.
was
So-
gonna
so-
say.
so
I
just-
saw
Yeah.
you fighting right now, grown as you is.
I'm not fighting.
I'm gonna
So
chuckle,
that's what I'm
man.
saying.
am not
Okay,
fighting.
I ain't gonna
just
lie,
think
I'll
about
fight.
that.
I'm gonna have.
I'm not.
I'll fight.
I'm not.
Just
finna-
think about
if you
it,
come
though.
up to me and you slap me, my thing is like in order for me to fight, you have to
What?
put your hands on
They
me.
but not
like,
when I'm
I
with
am
you.
not
You
finna
ain't gonna
fight.
get to pull a gun out. Don't even worry about it. They're gonna be 2, 3, 4 pieced by the time you get the gun out.
They
Let
ain't
me tell you
finna- I ain't
something.
finna walk
God-
around looking
Yeah,
like
nah.
the elephant man.
God made an ass whooping because he knew niggas was gonna need it. God invented the ass whooping. I swear to God, he said, right after he invented light, he said, let there be ass whooping so you can make sure you see the right motherfucking ass that you need to whoop. But seriously, when you set boundaries like that for your life, and for real, you know what I'm saying, and people know that it's coming with something, and for real, this is actually something to think about. You should be dangerous. You should be formidable. Because if you're not if you can't harm nobody, then you're just harmless. That don't make you good. You need to be capable of being very, very destructive and very dangerous. So when you do use discipline and give a person a pass, you know what I'm saying? You typically now you're acting in good manners because people know, hey, if this nigga decide to go left, it's finna
You
be a
get cut
problem.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what
yeah,
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but if don't nobody know that about you, you will get tried. You will get pushed. So in this situation, you know, it was just one of them situations. I mean, he just, hey, you know what I'm saying? It
The kid
happened.
had enough.
He just, yeah, man.
He had
I
enough,
didn't-
man.
I remember when I was little, man, Miguel, and man, this man slapped me, dog. I was probably about, I don't know, probably about 7, 8 years old. I got jumped on, dog. I got clicked on. Robert, about 5 people, man. I swear to God, man, them niggas tuned my ass up. Boy. I'm talking about I got a good.
He probably earned it though.
Oh no! He thought I was messing with his brother John down there, told him some bullshit. This nigga ride up on the bike, man. I'm just standing there by Peter Yard. This nigga just slapped me so hard, bro, it made my face numb. I told myself in that moment, nigga, ain't no goddamn way. You know what I'm saying? But they jumped on me, so I went to the house. My old man had a .22 rifle. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm back there loading this mother. I'm crying. I didn't shit my dad came. Like, man, what's going on, man? This nigga slapped me. This nigga slapped me so hard, nigga slapped spit shit out like my goddamn mouth. My old man jumped in the car and went down there. You know what I'm saying? Talk with his mom and them about whatever. And then, you know, just kind of squash it. But nigga, I was shined up pretty good because nigga tuned my ass up pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But I just knew that, hey, man, this can't happen.
At that moment,
This cannot
At that
happen
moment,
to
you
me
said-
ever again.
you said,
Fuck
I'm not
this.
finna let this happen
This
no
ain't
more.
finna happen. Now another again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not now more again. And I just figured that now that, you know, and I started getting down for mine. You know what I'm saying? And then when it got so good to where it's like, shit, the motherfucker, no. You know what I'm saying, man? Hey, boy, that boy, that gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And even when I got to prisons and all that type of shit, they knew I was coming before I got there. I was never afraid. You know what I'm saying? Because I always had so much crazy shit going on. You know what I'm saying? With where I was at, the type of units I was on, all that type of bullshit like that. I was bred for it. I thought. You know what I'm saying? Coming from the hood I was from, so it ain't that I advocate violence or nothing like that. I just think that violence brings about respect and order. And I think every now and then a person need to know that it's some shit come with messing with you.
Yeah.
You have to, as a person, as a man or
As a
woman,
man, you need to be dangerous.
you got to be at that point where a person know, all right, man, they cool, they chilling, but man, I done seen the nigga X, Y, and Z.
You goddamn right.
So you might need to, you know what I'm saying?
Listen,
you
man.
might need to be careful because
But everybody needs to know that, though.
Yeah,
seriously, even like in relationships, you're not going to
it.
continue to treat me
right.
this way and expect me to still be okay with it.
Yeah, because when I come unglued, I don't want nobody tripping.
None.
Me.
Sometimes, man, I don't want to be big.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the big person.
Don't be the big person.
I want to be the motherfucker.
No, for real though.
I am. Sometimes you gotta let a person know that you
tired
could
of
be
being
a goddamn fool too.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? We can live in this we can all sit and speculate over what we wish and what we pray, and if we could influence the world with words where people are kind to each other and they move in that fashion, that would be great.
Yeah.
However, we live in a date and a time where you got some zip goddamn fools out there that walk around and every day. I know I done run across a bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't wake up with nothing in the back of my head, man, I want to do this or that to nobody. I don't, but I know people that have. You know what I'm saying? Just think about Chucky. He wakes up to kill him a moment. You know what I'm saying? So in the advent that you run across that type of person, I think you need to have it in you. You know what I'm saying? To be able to go as far as you want to go with it.
And see, that's where we look at with the kid. I understand the mindset, man. Because when you tired,
God damn it, you tired.
When you tired, you tired.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? When you make up in your mind that ain't nobody else finna do nothing to me that I don't want done, and the next person that come my way, I'm finna show the world.
Yeah.
And I believe that, unfortunately, it got him in the trouble that he in, but it was something that needed to happen.
You know what I'm saying? He was gonna do. I mean, but like Denzel said, that's even in the relationships and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I love you, and I love we cool to the side of the pillar, but hey man, look here, I done asked you not to do that no more.
It go down to respect, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I done asked you.
Yeah.
You know
it go down to respect,
and it can't be an empty threat.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Don't make empty threats.
Empty threats.
I sometimes, and trust me, man, it's some shit. I done some shit that I didn't want to do it, but I already said, hey man, I asked you not to do that, and I thought we were clear. But you just gonna show me that what I say ain't about shit, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, well let me show you how this works this way. You know what I'm saying? And then here we go. And mean what you say. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not an advocate of violence. I'm just saying that you have to have boundaries. And goddamn it, when somebody crosses them, goddamn it, give them goddamn, give them what they want.
Stand 10 toes.
Give
Stand
them what
on
they want.
business.
And it's a real, unfortunate. I talked to several people about the kid, and I say, man, I can see what happened. I can see it as clear as Carmelo sitting next to me and him talking. He was tired, and old boy was the victim of him being tired. Because it ain't have to be him. It could have been anybody.
Well,
right.
that's
Who
why.
would have ran up that day.
That's why, goddamn it, you need to quit bothering folk. You don't know what's going on in people's lives. I have days where I kind of half-ass me on edge.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, for real. I think I tell you this. Nigga, I'm scared. One of my phobias in dating is this. I told myself and God, and all of you in TV land, that the next girl I date, right, nigga, if she hurt me, I swear for God, she's gonna have a viewing from 9/11. followed by a very nice service. I've been told myself that shit so goddamn much till I'm scared because I might I'll probably do it. You know what I'm saying? While you push it, because I'm tired. That's one of them points where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? When I'm tired of these line ass bras and this bullshit and all this up and up $75 plates of food and they ain't get no ass and nothing. All this shit. You know what I'm saying? Tip, if you see this shit, you got one more goddamn time. $75 goddamn dollars.
You knew what it was and you invited her.
Well,
You put yourself in that
I'm
predicament.
telling you, well, goddamn it, we gonna fix it
But
next go around.
everybody
We got some
has
coupons that motherfucker
everybody
bonus here.
has a boiling point.
Yes.
Yes.
And I think that if as people, if we respect each other to the point where you understand, say, man, I don't know what he or she done been through.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not gonna push him.
Yeah.
To they boiling
It's
point.
best not to do that.
It's just best not to
Because you
do
don't. Here's the thing. Because you don't know what happens when they snap.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You might fuck around and find yourself in a coma. You know what I'm saying? Messing with people the wrong way. I never wanted to be that guy, dog. I swear to God. In relationships, even my homeboys and my chicks or dating, whatever, I never wanted to be that one that just try to push buttons and shit because I never wanted to be there. I always kind of wanted to be the cool one. And so when I get pushed to try it or whatever, sometimes I'll be saying, man, why, damn, man, you really, you don't believe that fat meat is greasy? Mm-hmm. So I really got to do this to you. I really got to come unglued. I can't just tell you chill. You can't just take my word for it. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. Yeah, but I'm saying though, it happens. That's the reality. And now with the society that we live in, like when we were younger, it was settled with your hands.
You got that
It was
right.
settled with your hand. They gonna slam you on your neck or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That whatever it take to get my point across. Say, man, leave me alone, bro. Let me just be cool, man. I want to be cool and drink my beer back then, smoke my Newport, man, and just be out the way. But then you have people that will take you there. So now in this society that we live in, taking you there meaning the other person losing their life.
Hey, man.
That's just what it means now.
Well, hey,
That's what it means. Unless we go back to, preaching to our kids, like say, man, you handle it with your hands, but just because we teaching ours that,
Don't mean
Don't
what
mean
about
they
the people that they
teaching.
going
That's
up
right.
against?
Yeah.
Because here it is. I'm teaching you to handle it with your hands, and somebody, you get into it with somebody and you whoop them, and they shoot you.
Yeah.
Oh, even that walking away shit. I mean, you know
Turn
what
the
I'm
other
saying?
cheek,
I'm
and
not
they
doing
slap
that.
you on the other.
I'm not gonna do that. I don't. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Jesus. I know you wrote it, but that's one verse I'm gonna have to hold up on. And me in my house, we gonna whoop some ass. You know what I'm saying? It's me in my house, nigga. I'm not trying to goddamn thing. Because
I don't believe that. I don't believe that turn the other cheek mean in the.
What you think it mean? Then?
Come out like that.
Well, goddamn it, I hope you don't.
I don't believe.
I
I
hope
don't
you don't.
believe that God said, "Hey man, let him slap you," and you turn your cheek walk
Man,
away.
do you know how many people God killed?
I don't believe. I don't believe that's what he meant by that. I don't.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I see what you're
physically.
saying.
Yeah,
But
physically.
yeah, physically,
Yeah.
okay.
Physically.
Okay.
But you do believe he's like, leave it alone, I'm handling it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that.
Okay,
But I don't
yeah.
believe he meant.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
If somebody walk up to you and slap
Yeah,
you, you
hey,
supposed to be,
yeah.
hey, okay, hold on.
We gonna have to ask
Nah.
Lord for forgiveness if that's the truth. 'Cause
Yeah.
we finna fight. That's why I say if you put your hands on me, we gonna fight.
Yeah, try Jesus.
Don't try
Don't
me.
try
Hey, it's a
me.
song. It's a song.
Yeah. Try Jesus, because I throw hands, goddammit. I'm telling you, it's going to be a problem. Let me tell you something. I was a kid, and maybe my dad didn't know that he done this to me, but he showed me. I tell you, when he shot the nigga with that rice by over them tools.
Yeah, you told me.
Man, that was the beautifulest. I swear to God, man. Dad looked like the fucking rifle. He looked like he was Gilgamesh or some goddamn body. You know what I'm saying? But what he showed me in that instance was, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Because they insulted his intelligence. And when he was like, man, I need my tools back, he looking over dude's shoulder. He see his shit. You know what I'm saying? Man, get on, wait, man. I ain't gonna put that. And shot him with some rice. You know what I'm saying? They running. They just hit a live round. Just hit the gun going off, but it's just rice. But shit, he got some respect.
Rice
that
burns hurt too, though.
boy, they got that rice here. Yeah. But I never saw him fold. I never saw him back down or back up from nothing. You know.
Yeah.
That's just who he was. Otherwise, that nigga fight a lion, goddamn it, if you tried him.
But
And,
that's what men do. You know what I mean? It's okay. A man could be laid back and cool, but if you push him to that point, just know a man gonna let you have it.
you got that right.
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
He gonna let you have it.
That's what
When a man get to the point where he got to start roaring and getting it, you might as well get ready for it because he finna bring everything he got.
Yeah.
He finna bring it to you. So it's like in these instances now with the kids, I know it's a lot of conflict resolution being taught. You know, we're trying to keep our kids out of the conflict because of the severity of what come with it now. You know, it's not the time we grew up in, Toy, and we all agree on this. So you have to kind of educate your child on, hey man, look, if it's one person and they all irate and it's a bunch of y'all, 9 times out of 10, he got something with him. And you need to be aware, situational awareness, that if this one person charging y'all all up, he got a gun, and more than likely he willing to use it, then you need to be smart about your movement.
I mean, this really is a different time, man.
It's a different time, bro.
Man. We never, dog, I swear, man, you know, we would go to house parties and have fun. You could hang and you could do all what you want. And, man, nobody came through shooting an automatic, you know, big shit. You
40, 50 rounds and all
man,
that.
That's crazy, man. I feel sorry for these kids, man. I really do. Because, again, our advice worked great in our time. Some of this shit will get you killed these days.
Exactly.
And you want your kids to go out. You don't want to, like, keep them in the house. You know, barricade them. But it's one of those things, like, they may go out and they may not come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different type of awareness we have to teach these kids. It's different from when we grew up. It just really is. It's different all the way around. Cause my grandmother was one of them grandmothers go to school, and my grandma like that 91. Hey, what they did? You better fight back.
Yeah.
And I'll deal with the teacher. That's how my grandmother was. Yeah. You fight back, I'll deal with the teacher. These days, you gotta watch telling your kid to fight back.
Yeah.
You got to be cautious because he or she might lose their life, man.
Man, if some shit like that, I'm just thinking when we was in high school, just a mass shooting would have happened at Worthing. How you know, like this Columbine shit or this Sandy Hook type, you know what I mean? I can imagine that. You know what I'm saying, man? You know, 8, 9, 10 of your friends get gunned down in the classroom and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of pressure for these kids to be on. But they had to put metal detectors in the goddamn schools and all this type of shit. You know, we never fathomed that thought, man. Never even thought nothing about it. You know what I mean? And every day these kids live with under that pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That the motherfucker could come in your school.
Somebody might come to your school and shoot the whole school up.
That's
That
crazy,
was another thing, like with the whole Carmelo thing. I was like, well, okay, yeah. And it's not discarding the other kid. I was just like, well, man, at least he ain't bring a gun and kill everybody at the damn track meet.
Yeah, he went to that point. Yeah.
He didn't get to the point where he felt so bullied. Well, man, I'm finna take it out on everybody.
Yeah.
You know, I think it go back to he was just, man, I'm tired. And old boy was just the victim of him being tired.
Yeah, where he was.
He caught the bad end of the kid being tired. And that can happen. And that can happen to anybody. You know, how many times people on jobs, they get tired.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I got me a pal, post office pants hanging up and a shirt.
This boy,
just in case they run me hot at the jail. I put that post uniform on. God damn it, we finna go for it, boy. I love it. The pants with that stripe down the side.
Yeah, I already know what you're talking about.
You could move.
So is it fair to say that we have to approach these times with our grandkids totally different? 'Cause a lot of our kids are grown. Our kids out the way. For the most part, our kids out the way. They ain't putting themselves in those situations. Yeah, we gotta check in with them. You know what I'm saying? But our kids, you talking about 23 and up. They kind of out the way doing their own thing. But for our grandchildren, what are we going to do and how will it look? And I'm going to start with you, Todd. How will it look for you to teach your grandkids conflict resolution in these times? Not based on what we went through, but the times that we living in now. How would you approach it?
I would teach them to kind of assess the situation. You know what I'm saying? Kind of assess your threat level. I mean, how bad is it? You know what I'm saying? And then you know how to move after that. How bad is this situation? I mean, if this I'm just hollering and cussing or whatever, or is this how serious the situation first? And if it's something you can walk away from, dude just known for talking, he ain't finna bust a goddamn grape. That's about the best he got or she got. She gonna do a little talking, whatever, and that's that. So try to avoid situation and at all costs. You know what I'm saying? If you can. But I always assess threat levels and shit. If it look like it's really gonna get like it's serious, then get serious. I mean, I don't teach retreats and running. I mean, I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't. That's just not what I'm gonna do. Face it head on, man. Like I said, I don't teach them to go get no guns and all this type of shit. If it's gonna be a shootout or whatever, of course you want to get away. But if it look like you bumping heads with somebody, you know what I'm saying, stand on what you believe in. If they wrong and they wronged you, you know what I'm saying, I probably let the teacher know the first time. You know what I'm saying, and just keep it official. Hey man, the dude tripping. Can y'all gonna handle this? You know what I'm saying? What we gonna do? And if they handle it, cool. But if it look like y'all gonna blow it off, well then, goddamn it, I gave you every opportunity you had. My grandson, but I got 9 granddaughters and 1 grandson. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
No,
sure.
I'm lying. 3, but they live with there's some 2-year-olds. They're little.
Yeah.
But that's Brockwood kids, and he rowdy. You know what I'm saying? He got them. You know what I'm saying? But if they was asking me, I still think like that. So that's what I would do. Hey man, kind of see what it is. But again, we don't walk in their shoes. We don't know how they think and how they program. You can tell them how you want to tell them, but people gonna do what they want to do, even if they're your kids or not.
So they do that go back to us spending time with them and seeing where they are, us being present.
Yeah.
Our presence
present.
is
Yep.
very important. Because like you was just saying, we don't know how they thinking.
And we have a lot
to
of
get on
influence
there and
on
know how they thinking
our grandkids.
so we can be able to instruct them and guide them.
Yeah.
Well, your presence, yeah, definitely, because then you can assess situation, you can empower them and teach and all that type of deal too. I don't be around mine enough, but you know, I mean, I trust their kid that they parents. You know what I'm saying? I've got to have faith in Tierra, the way she parents, the way Brock parents, the way Jesse parents. I want her to see confident.
But they still need us to help guide them. So Genzel, you that same question. What do you see yourself doing? Like, okay, man, I need to help my grandkids. How would you teach them conflict resolution in this world?
I really think Todd summed it all up. I mean, first of all, you got to have that relationship with them so that they'll feel comfortable coming to you and talking to you. And you just, in that conversation, I will find out what's going on and then see how we can resolve it. Like he said, if it's something we need to go to the school and talk about, let's go talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to even go to the point where we sit down with the parents because they, before the school, let's talk to the parents. Let's see, let's interact. Let's say, well, my grandchild is not feeling comfortable with this situation, and he's saying this because a lot of times kids be lying anyway. So let's let's get all of us in one room. Let's get all of us in one room and try to rectify this situation so it won't escalate.
Right.
So like Todd said everything that I pretty much wanted to say because we're trying to prevent them from fighting. We're trying to prevent the shooting and all and things of that sort. So let's just nip it in the bud with communication and having this relationship. And I would constantly have a conversation from the initial conversation to see has there been a difference since we had the last keep following up with it. So
Trina?
I mean, I
You pretty much on the same page.
Yeah, active because me being a grandchild, I know how I admired my grandparents. And I see that same in our grandchildren. I see they admire us. Like they excited. They want to see you. They want to be around you. They learn. They listen to what you say. And so it's important that we have that influence on them, and like you say, talking, communicating with them. Hey, what you do today? What happened? Who's that? Know who's in their lives, how they feel about these little people that's in their lives, and so that way nothing won't come as a surprise. When you hear somebody new, you're like, oh, who is that? Where they came from? you know. So I think that communicating with them, being around, being active, and letting them know how special they are, and letting them know that they can trust you with anything. They could trust you more than they could trust their parents. Because I really believe that the little people believe it.
Well, you are a real granny.
I am.
God.
Yeah, treat your granny for real.
Jesus
So here it is. So here it
I
is.
suck at being a papa. Dog.
Teaching the grandchildren how conflict resolution looks in this society that they're growing up in is very important. And I want to elaborate on what something you were saying, Todd. Like, yeah, your kid's gonna do a good job, right? But that grandparent, it's some things that we can instill and give that they can't, because something you said the other day, got 54 years.
Yeah.
So your 54 years of existence trumps your son and your daughter's 30 years of existence. So it's things that you see and have experienced they haven't yet. So if you give that insight to that grandchild, it just makes them better.
Yeah.
You know, I can remember stuff my grandfather taught me to this day, bro.
Just like now,
So I didn't have a
my
relationship with my
kids, you know,
grandparents.
with the kids being younger, grandkids know when they come to the house, we gonna bless the food.
Yeah.
They
All
know
of
that,
Yeah.
you know,
The
things
structure
go
is different.
It's totally
Yeah.
different. And they be like, they don't do that over here.
Yeah.
They know what's going on. They
Yeah.
know what's about. And when I come and see them, they be like, Grandma, Ariel blessed the food breakfast this morning. I be
Yeah.
like, oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. See?
Yeah, it's a different structure.
Yeah.
Cause like with our grandson, I'm telling you,
No.
he was over there the other day. I said, nigga, your mama not here? Not picking up after you. Nigga, get over there, pick that up, fold this up. You know, I be on this rope. I be on this rope because I know what it takes to be
Yeah.
a man and what he gonna need.
Yeah.
And you can't be soft, man. You can't
Yeah.
be out here tripping. Nah, this not how the world
And
works.
he love it. He receives
And they be ready to come over there.
Yes.
That's how they be like,
know.
Grandma, we coming over your house when you off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they be ready for you. So, you know,
Yeah.
it's very important for us to be active grandparents and active parents to help these children so that we won't have another, more incidents like Carmelo, Anthony. You know, because as long as we've been living, man, it's going to be somebody that you got to put something on their behind
Goddamn right it is.
to get your point across. That's just gonna happen. But how can we get back to doing it where it won't cost you 35 years of your life, man?
Shit, get a better lawyer.
Yeah.
Shit. So you gotta do.
Have your lawyer, have your team together.
Get you a good goddamn lawyer. You
That's
wanna-
what it boiled down to.
That's all you gotta do. Because ass whooping gonna be. I mean, you got to put belt to ass. Period. I mean, till it's all over.
It's
with.
gonna happen.
You know what I mean? So you know,
You know it's gonna happen.
he
Yeah,
didn't,
I think
he wasn't no killer. He just
he wasn't no killer, bro. I think that needs to be the thing that they lead off with. This child was not a killer. He did not stab him with the intent of killing him.
Killing them. Yeah.
You know, it was more or less, I want to keep him from bothering me, get him up off
And
of
again,
me.
that's what I say, man. You know, I studied a lot of defense and all kinds of shit, and I don't know how they.
And
don't know.
I asked him
I thought it was off. man.
earlier.
I don't know how the
So-
defense team lost that one. That's kind of.
So look, man, I think that I hope that somebody got something out of this conversation. And man, comment. You know, let us know what you think or how you feel, and we would love to interact with you on that. So, you know, before we leave, we always do a prayer list, and we want to say that our prayers for Todd have been answered. You know, Todd received a blessing, man, on something that was on his heart that was really bothering him, and God opened up the door. So I'm gonna let him testify a little bit, because we gotta get out.
Come back
Just
to
a little bit, just give your testimony, man, about prayers being
No,
answered.
no, man. You know, I had I don't know if y'all were aware, but me and my youngest baby, Taylor, had really had a falling out, and we hadn't been talking. She was a little pissed off, and she just kind of got in her feelings or whatever, but she takes counseling. So she been going to counseling and everything, and the other day, I hadn't seen her. We just kind of been missing. I happened to be coming through the neighborhood and saw her outside, and we stopped and talked, and she started telling me, you know, all what she had been going through. And Dad, I love you, and I just miss you, and I just want to, be around you, just that and the third. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? To see her come down off of that, because, she just, I don't know, she thinks she just kind of has some knee-jerk moments. The problem is, what I wish could happen is, once I fix the situation with me and her, and then she goes back with her mama, it can stay intact without her mama damaging it again.
Yeah, we just gonna
have
keep
control of it.
we just gonna keep praying on that. But
Keep your
we
hands.
just want to just let everybody know that, hey man, prayer really works.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah,
does.
man.
Prayer works, man. Don't think that it don't work. Don't think it's just some stuff that we do or we talk about on here. We wanted to let you know, man, it was results from our prayers and y'all praying
and him
with us.
doing the work.
Yeah,
him
so-
wanting that fixed.
So
Yeah.
on our prayer list this week, on Giselle, what you got?
I'm just praying for everyone.
All right. Todd.
Shit, it's praying that we continue, with this on the journey me and Tay on. You know what I'm saying? That it works itself out, for the best. I don't like having conflict with my children like that. You know what I'm saying? I hate that shit, man.
Katrina, what you got?
Pray for me.
Hey, God damn, I don't even know about you. That goes without saying. Shit, that's automatic.
I need some right now to
Jesus
give me strength
hogging.
and get me through this work week and
Going
give
to
me the
work?
tools that I need to be successful.
Okay.
And yeah, that's my
Hey, for me, man, I
All
just,
about you.
I just pray that we continue to grow and mentor our children and grandchildren and those behind us, continue to be a light in the darkness, teaching them that core values and how to respectfully defend yourself and stand up for yourself.
And I actually want to tell you guys Happy Father's Day.
Thank you,
Father's
thank
Day
you,
is
thank
on
you,
a
thank you,
Sunday.
thank you.
Tomorrow,
thank you.
actually.
Hey, well, look, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
We out.
that was a great testimony right
Yeah,
on Father's Day.